Hello everyone, I'm going to go over the build that I posted on YouTube. So, there's not really much to it. As you can see, I got the extra minions, and the cluster right here is despair, with even more despair, because the primary damage of the build is poison, which is in turn chaos. And this is not ideal what I have right here. If you could actually get I'm not sure what it's called, but temporal chains added with the misery everlasting, you could probably do quite a bit more damage. This, everybody probably uses this as well as this. This is probably a staple in a minion build. I just picked this Watcher's Eye because I didn't really have the money or orbs or currency to actually get something different. I don't really know what I would actually get. I might actually get haste. The Watcher with the haste that reduces cooldowns would be really nice. And possibly these two effects on there. We got some spell suppression right here, which helps a lot. You don't want to get stunned. You don't want to get stunned. That's bad. And here's another one of the clusters. The same thing as last time. You want to make sure that you have Misery Everlasting, and you want to double up with temporal chains. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure you guys could find out. I apologize. I wanted to go over the primordial might or the primordial gems. If you're new to minion builds or Carrion Golem builds, there's 4 of these, and you have to use all 4 of them to actually get an extra golem. And there's also this one that gives you +1, and then you have to have 3 more of the primordial jewels to actually get another golem. So it kind of sucks. I really don't like it. I wish they would change it. I think that it really hampers the way that you have to do the talent tree for it, but I'm not the designer of the game or the balance maker, am I? What else? Oh, very important, iron reflexes, which is very, very important. I also have the Forbidden Flame, Unnatural Strength. Unnatural Strength is where you have, oh god, what is it called? Unholy Might. Now, this is not ideal. To be perfectly honest with you, Liege of the Primordial is probably the way to go. Getting another Golem is just going to be really good. I have not been able to test it, but I believe that it'll be very good. Or you could use this one as well. So it's your choice, depending on your currency or how you want to play. Or you could even use this one, Unnatural Strength. So I was just thinking before I made this video that I could actually change this too, because I really don't need another zombie. I could probably add even more damage to the golems in my build. So I could I'm not going to go all into that, but I've definitely tried to get redemption right here and socket the jewel right here instead of having this up here. Alright, let's go into skills time. Poison, self-explanatory. Deadly alignments, increases damage over time. Minion damage, multi-strike, unbound elements. Now the boots or whatever four-socketed link that you want to use, you want to try and strengthen Withering Step as much as possible. It's very important because it's a lot of damage. See, like if I take away the 15 stacks of withered stacks, your damage drops by, how much was that? About 6 million. I guess it's not that bad, but it definitely hurts to not have a high withering stacks. So you want to try and get that as high as possible with the initial touch of withered step, which is this one. You want to get this variant of it as well, which is very important. So the chest, you got Despair and Temporal Chains, the two huge DPS makers. Look at that. Despair is 22 million DPS in the build, and Temporal Chains is like 19.5 mil. I thought about removing Arrogance for Feeding Frenzy, but Feeding Frenzy is not more DPS. These are all buffs. Molten Shell, I love using Molten Shell. It's great. If you have really high armor, you got huge buff that helps you a lot. Zombies, Animated Guardian, they're just for fluff. And also your golems, when they have more minions by it, it gets more damage. So if you take a look at this, it says golems deal 5% more damage per non-golem minion near them, up to 50%. So if you have 10 minions, you're getting 50% more damage on them, which is really good. Commandment of the Fury is, I don't know, I don't even know what it does. It's garbage, I think. So let's go into the items. Mother's Embrace. This is the item that I love using. I also using the other one too for zombies and Spectres, but I use the zombie skill gem to trigger this. So if you look at it, it's 14.1 million damage from the belt, which is huge. And this is another primary item in the build. It definitely helps to have this. This item, almost all these items are like necessary to make this build work. But let's go over this. The helmet is not ideal in the build. I'm giving you what I'm testing. So I'm not going to try and give you something that's not tested. And this build, I believe, is going to be really good. And what you want to do with the helmet is definitely get 2+ minion skill gems, and you want to get Withering Steps +3 or +2 from the Labyrinth, which is going to help a lot. The armor, I apologize, I couldn't get spell suppression, spell damage percentage lower than this because I didn't have the currency, or I would have used a lower chance to what word am I looking for? To not balance, just to make it like you were in a new league. The gloves are really, out of nowhere I thought about it. What you want to do with the gloves, the Commander of the Pit, is you want to get 2 gem, you want to get 2 jewels, or what are they called? I believe they're jewels, and you want to get minions, poison plus hit. I have right now 30+ poison like percent chance with the gloves. The Bizzle, okay, there you go. Yeah, it's a jewel. See, 15 and 15. The boots, ideally you want to have spell suppression with them with a lot of resist and good movement speed. The amulet, you want to have Golem Commander for another Golem, of course, which is huge. And Despair and Temporal Chains is primarily your damage dealer. You want to get a lot of resist and chaos resist with this build. So getting a good ring is ideal. I have a new bone ring, which is okay, and it's alright. But you know, these gem set, the flash setup is pretty good, so I wouldn't really mess with it. But if you do ever find something in my build that doesn't make sense or doesn't work, please let me know. Or if you find even something better than I did, that would be great. I would love to know. Constructive criticism is good. And I forgot to go over the ascendancies. Alright, Void Beacon, you got tons and tons of damage. All these are just good. You don't need to worry about this. Just take these and you're good to go.